Hello, spellers. Welcome to another lesson. Lots of twos in our date today. It is the month of February, the 22nd, 2021. So just think, 1 year from now, it's going to be 2/22/22. Ooh, pretty fancy, huh? It is today our 73rd spelling lesson. 2/22/21. Our first word today, remember, we're going to try writing them in cursive, hopefully. Starts with a P. It is the word primary. Do you know the three primary colors? Primary. Scholars, pause for a moment and try analyzing the word primary. It's a little tricky, so give it a try. All right, primary is a three-syllable word. Our first syllable is P, R, I, right? Underlining that name sound of the I, E. Then our second syllable is A, name sound of the A, right? Primary. Third syllable is re, with the third vowel sound of the I, E. Primary. Scholars, this might have been tricky, but there are two rules. We have the IY rule, right, here in the first syllable. I and Y may say I. Pry. And then in the second syllable, we have an A saying its name sound. So there we have the A-E-O-U rule. Say that with me. A, E, O, and U usually say A, E, O, and U at the end of a syllable. Primary. Primary. Our next word. Comfortably close to that red margin is the word result. Not studying your words may result in a difficult test. Result. Pause for a moment, scholars. Analyze result. All right, let's check your analysis. How many syllables in result? Right, 2. Scholars, that first syllable is re, right, with the name sound of the E. Oh, yes, we have had this syllable many times. Ba-dum-bum. Then, after that finger space, our second syllable is z, ul, u, t. Now, we have to make sure we get that 2 right above the z, because otherwise it's going to look like this word is result, right? Like you're resalting your food. No, this is result. Z, z. Second sound of the z, result. And I bet you already figured out the rule that we are going to write. We have an E saying its name sound at the end of that first syllable. So again, the A-E-O-U rule. Here we go. Ready? A, E, O, and U usually say A, E, O, and U at the end of a syllable. Result. We're finished with that word. So the result is to move to the next word. Our next word, appoint. You may remember the British government appointed a new governor of Massachusetts. Appoint. Pause for a moment. Analyze, appoint. All right, scholars. How many syllables in appoint? I hope you said 2. Our first syllable is ap, and then our second syllable is point. Did you get that multiple letter phonogram? Say it with me. Oi, 2-letter oi that we do not use at the end of English words. Ap, point. Now, we don't, of course, say ap point when we see this word. We just say a point. So, a point I would like to make about this word is that there is a rule. Ap, point. Did you already have it? Say them both. Ap, point. Ap, point. All right, and that brings us to our last required word. Comfortably close to that red margin. Information. Scholars, this is a good word to break into its parts, right? I talk quite often about taking the whole of something and breaking it into parts to help with learning. This is a good example of that, as you'll see in a moment. So pause and analyze the word information. All right, let's see how you did on that analysis. Information is a 4-syllable word. In, for, right, with or, the or of corn, may, oh, name sound of the a, ah, in, for, may, and our most common spelling of shun with sh, tall letter sh, information. For your information, there are 2 rules in information. Did you find them both? Maybe pause again for a moment if you didn't and see if you can figure them both out. We have the A-E-O-U rule, right? In May, a-a-ah, saying its name sound. Ready? A, E, O, and U. Usually say A, E, O, and U at the end of a syllable. And you're getting very good at this, right? Our most common spelling of shun has one of the guys in the middle. Remember, shh, tall letter shh. I'm going to have to do a little squishing to fit that in. But shh, tall letter shh. Use at the beginning of any syllable after the first one. Information, right? Our most common spelling of shun. Information. Then, scholars, our bonus word is Nassau. Nassau is the capital of the Bahamas. Nassau. So here are the Bahamas with the capital city of Nassau. And so all these little islands right here are the Bahamas. Nassau is the capital city. Nassau. All right. Then, if you would like to, down here at the bottom, optional enrichment, if you would like, you could create a picture, a scene, an item, in the 3 primary colors. What would you like to make a picture of in the 3 primary colors? Check out mine by clicking on the sample page in the post of this assignment. Remember, this part is optional. The required part is to open that Google form, answer the 5 questions that relate to today's spelling words. Click submit at the bottom of the form. That is what is going to send your answers to your teacher. Thanks for joining me for another spelling lesson. See you next time.